This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another draft for a core set 2021, I would remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or their logo below on Twitch. You can pre-order core set 2021, although if this is a YouTube video, by the time it's up, you can probably just buy core set 2021. But either way, you can buy all the products you would want. So, yeah, check that out and we'll jump into the draft. Well, so it's probably Gadrak. I mean, a 3-mana 5/4 flying and defender is a pretty good card. You know, you would play that in most decks, but he has some serious upside making treasure, so he gives you a source of fixing in red, which is hard to come by. And he also turns into an attacker late. This pack is pretty stacked for red because Scorching Dragonfire and Shock are probably the second and third best cards in this pack. Well, probably Twin Blade Assassins is second, but I guess second and third best monocolored cards. But we'll still take Gadrak. I mean, if things don't pan out because the next two people are also playing red, they don't pan out, you know. But he's pretty great. So we do have a slight additional incentive to play other artifacts, so they're slightly more valuable than they otherwise would be. Now, that doesn't mean we should be grabbing all the Prismites in the world, but, you know, the decent artifacts are going to be a little more than decent. So, yeah. So, Volcanic Geyser is pretty good. Inefficient, but it does the job. Can do the job all game long if you have enough mana, and it can finish off an opponent. Leafkin Avenger is also pretty great, though, and having a 3-mana creature with 4 more power is nice for that deck. I think Shock is also pretty decent, but I think it's really between Geyser and Avenger. Hunter's Edge is also in the conversation, but I do think both of these are a little bit better. Geyser or Avenger? I'm leaning towards Avenger here. Okay. Well, also leaning towards this guy, who's just a pretty amazing piece of value. Just like, you know, it does cost 6, but he's the kind of 6-drop that you feel good about tapping out for because he makes sure you get something no matter what, basically, unlike a lot of 6-drops in Limited. The Magmut's pretty good too, but we'll take the Warden here. Well, there's a lot of white cards. None of them are great, though. I think I'd probably just take Pride Malkin here. I like it a little more than Cetizen Training or Gnarled Sage, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll take Pride Malkin. I don't think Rewind is very good in Limited. You have to end up with the right composition for it to be anything more than a 4-mana cancel, right? That's what it's going to be most of the time, and cancel's barely playable anyway. So you have to have a bunch of mana sinks or a bunch more instants, or it doesn't make any sense to play Rewind. And even if you have those things, it doesn't always pan out. Alright, so we definitely want Furious Rise. We're in the red-green deck. It continues to look relatively open. And Furious Rise is an amazing engine in this deck, so we're all over it, I think. The ideal thing is to get 1 Furious Rise and 1 Garruk's Uprising. If you can do that in this deck, I think you end up with a pretty formidable one. Oh, thanks for the raid, MTG Nerd Girl. Or host, it's a host actually, but close enough. Okay, so this pack is hard, mostly because I like Llanowar Visionary and Magmut. I think we do take the Visionary in the end. We're going to trend towards some beefier things, and we do have 1 good mana sink already, and it's a great card in general. The Magmut would give us a 2-drop, which we currently have 0 of, but I think they're replaceable. I think I'd rather just have the Visionary here. Very good common. Well, here's the Blue-Red Signpost, which is a card I love. Our options here aren't great, so taking it and, you know, in case things go sideways, isn't the worst plan. I should probably just take Ranger's Guile, though, and I will. Yeah, the deck does look pretty good so far. The thing we need more of are some more low drops, and our colors are getting cut a little here, but, you know, that's okay. The cards that are here aren't anything special, so... If we saw, you know, cards that are special in other colors, I would consider leaving more. And I guess the blue-red signpost is pretty special, but yeah. Ooh, Shock came all the way back. I think we want it more than a second Pride Malkin. Yeah, I do like Pride Malkin, and it does make, you know, creatures with 3 power into 4 power creatures, which matters, plus Trample's nice, but Shock is proven to be pretty good in this format so far, I think. So Onake Ogre, this is like the deck where he kind of shines because there aren't that many 3 mana creatures with 4 power, but he does it. We do have a rare who has even more than that. But, yeah. Here's Gadrak for those of you trying to use the bot. I guess the bot doesn't have it yet. So I think we take turn to Slag in the end here, but... yeah. So, reasonable white card, but not anything special. Alright, we will take a Prismite here. I mean, I kind of doubt we play it. I don't mind this Pitchburn Devils. I don't really like Unleash Fury, though if there's a deck for it, it's probably this one. Okay. That's pretty good. So, Garrick's Harbinger gives us another 3 mana creature with 4 power, and it's just powerful. If you can clear the way for him, he just ends up drawing you a bunch of cards, basically. Enthralling Hold is also really good. Pack one, pick one. The Hold has been a little bit of an underperformer, I think. I might take the Harbinger over the Hold. What else do we have here? After those 2 cards, pretty steep drop-off, I think. But yeah, we'll take the Harbinger for sure. Can we just keep getting on-color rares? Do you think we can do it? Okay, so the Pteranodon is a nice 2-drop, who also is a 4-power payoff. Hunter's Edge is a pretty good removal spell. Fierce Empath can find us our Warden right now. So, you know, that's pretty good. And Burlfist Oak is fine in this deck, but not great. I mean, it'll just be a 4/5 most on your turn. But yeah, we do have... I want all of 4 of these cards, honestly. I think we're going to take the removal in the end, although we do already have a decent amount of it, now that I think about it. And I've seen these get taken really late. I'm going to take a Pteranodon. 2 drops are kind of important. Okay, well, not so important that I want to take Hobble Fiend, who's fine, but not great for this deck. I could take Twin Blade Assassins and try to splash it, but here I think we just take a Hunter's Edge over turn to Slag. Well, Snare Spinner probably. Definitely not an exciting pick, but it is a 2-drop and it's an okay one. I could take Bloodfell Caves, but I am getting a little worried about our 2-drop situation. We do have to remember we do already have some fixing, which I've kind of forgotten, which is why I said we need to remember. This is really good. The Black Sanctum is really the only one that you feel good about having in your deck when you have it alone. This is a 4-power payoff, but it's kind of underwhelming. I think I probably still take it over the Arsonist, but I don't love it. They gave green a lot of reach in this set for whatever reason. I don't like Portcullis Vine a whole lot in this deck. You know, fight cards and the like are pretty terrible with it. I could pick Bone Pit Brute here. Bless me. Bone Pit Brute or Pitchburn Devils. Basically what I'm looking at. I don't really want another Dilophosaur, although at least the Dilophosaur is lower on the curve. Yeah, I think I'll pick the Brute in the end. It may or may not make the cut, but that's what I'm going to go with. I don't really want another Furor or Pitchburn Devils. Ranger's Guile or Titanic Growth. They're both decent tricks. I'll take the Guile, I guess. We already have one, but... Pack 2 has not gone super well for us. I'd be happy if a Fierce Empath wheeled. Probably not playing Prismite even with Gadrak, so... Okay, I think I'd probably take another Spider here. Taking the land is always worth considering. But I do think we need the 2-drop a little more right now. I think we're getting to the point where maybe we start taking lands, though. And yeah, I think we're at that point now. So here we'll take a Swiftwater Cliffs. I guess we did get a good rare, at least, in this pack. Apart from that, I haven't loved it. Okay, so the Oak came back at least, but I guess we don't actually have that many 4-drops. Yeah, I think I'd rather take the Oak than a Thrill of Possibility. Canopy Stalker came back too, as did Hobble Fiend. Right now, we don't actually have that many 4-power payoffs. I mean, we have a few, namely Furious Rise, but... And our Signpost, which I think we have enough 4-power cards that I'm just going to take a 2-drop here. Okay, so... Well, I guess the life gain deck's open. Griffinary was still there. Conspicuous Snoop. No, thank you. Okay, so I do think we have enough 4-power creatures that we want to grab Uprising here. We're doing well enough in that category. Now, it is worth remembering that Burlfist Oak and its 4-power won't draw me a card, but we have enough cards at will that we take this over the Scourge or Turn to Slag or Shock. Yeah, I mean, now we have both of the engines. We should value cards with 4-power a little bit more than we already were. Yeah, I mean, we need to really go after 4-power things now. So Feline Sovereign's interesting. I think we only have Pride Malkin, though. Yeah. There is another Pride Malkin here. I'm going to take the Pteranodon. It's pretty great when you can put a counter on it with Hunter's Edge and stuff like that. We only have one Hunter's Edge, granted, but these 4-power payoffs who count themselves have felt pretty good to me so far because you can make them bigger and then they suddenly work for you. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like a way better Colossal Majesty. Garruk's Uprising, that is. All right, I think we just grab another Pteranodon. Yeah, we're not a Spellgorger weird deck. So, yeah. Well, we're doing pretty well on 2-drops now. I think we should just start grabbing things with 4-power all over the place now. Pretty much from here on out. Because we actually don't have as much as I thought we did. We have it, certainly, but I think we need more. Like Onake Ogres and stuff like that are suddenly worth running when you have both of the card advantage engines for this deck. Oh, man. Well, we definitely take the Salvo. I mean, it's a weird card. It has kind of a bad fail case, but that fail case is pretty rare. Most of the time, it's just going to blow up 2 things for like 6 mana. You know, there's nothing here with 4-power anyway, so we're not giving a whole lot up. The training would be nice, but we definitely take Salvo here. Oh, still no more 4-power. Well, Gnarled Sage has 4-power, I suppose. Man, but there's also a Scorching Dragonfire. How are we doing on removal? I guess we're doing all right. Don't have a lot of really early removal. Yeah, I gotta take the Dragonfire. I have a hard time not taking it. Okay, so here's another Hunter's Edge, which makes enough of our 3-power creatures into 4-power creatures, in addition to being a good removal spell, that I'm gonna take it. Bone Pit Brute's pretty good too, but yeah. Well, pretty good's an exaggeration for the Brute, but you know what I mean. I guess I'll take a Dilophosaur here. Come on, Throw me a few Onake Ogres here, and I'll feel pretty good about this deck. In the end, I bet we're not going to play these Snare Spinners, sadly, because we ended up with the Pteranodons and stuff. Probably not going to play these Rangers Guiles either, most likely. Okay, well, so I actually think Onake Ogre is just going to be better for us than Canopy Stalker, even though, you know, the Stalker has a bunch of text. I think Onake Ogre is just going to be... Having an earlier 4-drop is a big deal, and the text on this is upside, certainly, but it's not that exciting. It hasn't impressed me a whole lot. So let's take a Conspicuous Snoop. And a bunch of cards we don't really want. Let's take a white card. So in the end... Man, that Gaggle Master's here late. Skyway Sniper. Another Pitchburn Devils. Yeah, I don't love the number of 4 power things we actually ended up with. I should have just been riskier and taken the 4 power creatures over like those spiders and stuff, I think. However, in the end, we have 1, 2, 3. First, I'm counting the ones that actually trigger Garruk's Uprising. Which is, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not terrible. We have 6 cards that will trigger the Uprising, and we have more. We have several more that will be able to consistently trigger. What's the other one? Furious Rise, because that just checks for 4 power at the end of your turn, and we have creatures like the Burlfist Oak will have 4 power on our turn frequently. Pride Malkin can make things bigger. So can the 2 Hunters Edges. Well, Oak does not trigger the Uprising in terms of coming into play. It triggers... Uprising's complicated because it does count 4 power things in play when you cast it, but the additional 4 power things will not draw you a cards. Yeah. But your creatures do all get trampled, too. So I think the upside is good. I don't think we did as good of a job as we could have building around those 2 enchantments. But we did an okay job. I think we cut... What did we cut? I think we probably just cut Pitchburn Devils. Or a Dilophosaur. With 2 Hunter's Edges, I'm less interested in cutting Dilophosaur. But it's not a great 4 power payoff. But I do think I like it a little more. Yeah. Yeah, so we didn't end up with any other artifacts worth playing. It would have been nice to get like the Maze Mine Tome or Solemn Simulacrum in a deck with Gadrak, but you know how things go. So, all right. Deck seems all right. That's about how I'd characterize it at this point. Oh, I left a Swiftwater Cliffs in. No! Yeah, it was too late. Yeah, I'll have to remember to take that out. Because now it's not doing anything. Except gaining us 1 life, and of course it's in our opening hand. I think we can keep this. It's not an amazing hand, but I think it's actually fine. I didn't mean to keep the Cliffs is the answer to why I kept the Cliffs. Be nice to draw one of our 2-drops here. Well, that works. Early plays of any kind are usually enough for you to be alright. I'm going to take this too in case they play something I'd rather kill a little bit more. I actually didn't really get punished for the Cliffs. Getting punished for it would have been drawing it later. I couldn't do anything on turn 1 anyway, so we'll go ahead and try to kill this thing. See if they do something about it. They do not. Okay, so I think we try to play this, see what happens. Does look like it happened, so that's good news. Ooh, things are gonna get spicy, I think. A little too spicy, maybe. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're gonna play the Uprising here, which makes him even bigger. Hobble Fiend is kind of crappy right now because of the Arsonist, but I think I'll still play it. Yeah, that's not good. They're gonna start going off with double vision, probably. Okay, so play our Harbinger here. What we need them to do is eventually run out of stuff. Okay, so we'll play Gadrak here. Our Salvo... We are drawing a bunch of cards, so that's nice. But if they have another removal spell, we're in some trouble here. Alright, so they're only copying Crash through this turn. I can live with that. I can also live with that. So they don't have the mana to make it indestructible right now. Might just be Salvo time. Salvo, hit them, draw some cards. Seems pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also just Hunter's Edge, I guess. If I don't want to use up my Salvo, but with their ability to copy spells, there's a distinct chance that I won't have this opportunity again. Yeah, so let's go with the Salvo. Hope they don't have a shock here. Oh! Okay. We need one more artifact and then Gadrak can do his thing, but... So... Bone Pit Brute does draw me a card and give me another threat, even if I can't take advantage of its Enter the Battlefield trigger right now. I think maybe I just play out my whole hand here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Run out of gas. Stop playing spells you get to double. Okay, that's pretty gross. That doesn't seem right, does it? Okay, they're down to just a couple of mountains now. Alright, so... I'm gonna Hunter's Edge here. What's the best way to do it? Yeah, I think this is the best way. So... Alright. We'll play the Leafkin Avenger in our second main phase. We could also play Pride Malkin if we want to. Maybe I should have played the Leafkin Avenger first so I could draw the cards. Alright, so yeah. But then we play our Avenger. Wow. That's not good news, man. All the extra cards they're drawing. We do have them down to 6 is the good news. And yeah, we'll go ahead and play our Pride Malkin. Although, I am about to get the last treasure I need, actually. Yeah, so we'll hold on to that. I think that's a little better here. Alright. We managed to just overpower Double Vision with our big boys. And the fact that we drew a bunch of extra cards is what really allowed us to stay in that game. As opposed to, you know, not in it. Gadrak is lethal from Malkin. Oh, on the next turn, you mean? Yeah. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, we don't really have any bombs, I would say. We have a bunch of we have good rares, but the set only really has, like, 15 bombs in it. It's not a bomb-heavy format. Oh, I forgot the cliffs. Of course I did. We'll draw it this game, and it will punish us. Probably. I think we played Burl Fist here. Okay, so I think we just power out this Bone Pit Brute here. Hit them for 8. We'll be able to fight most things out of the way. And just keep smashing. Wow, they really hate enchantments over there for some reason. Okay. So like I said, yeah, we go Hunter's Edge. We do it on Burl. I guess maybe we do it on Bone Pit Brute because Menace. Yeah. That's 9 damage coming your way. Alright. Wow, they really hate enchantments. I already said it, but I'm like amazed how many enchantment hate cards are in their deck. Okay, so we just attack with both of these again. They have better blocks now than they have had, but they're still not good because of Menace. They have to have something here to not die to Menace, actually. Or Burl Fisto. They hate enchantments, but they also love them. But these two cards are both very good in your main deck, even if you don't have... Yeah, so... One of them is dying, I think, to the... Oh, maybe not. So, I think we Do we have any artifacts or enchantments? I don't think so, but killing the bigger creatures seems to make sense. Okay, well, if you have to do that, I'm okay with it. Alright, so we just go Dilophosaur. Dilophosaur. Hello, Rachi. Thanks for making it to the stream. Rach B, rather. Okay, well, you're dead to my angel token you gave me. So that's cool. Yeah, our creatures got too big too quickly, and their Angelic Ascension couldn't do anything with those 4/5s and stuff. So, oh yeah, cliffs. Thank you. I'll remember to take it out now. Do we want another mountain or another forest? I think I want another mountain. My nickname is from the Hebrew language. Means victory in Hebrew. Yeah. Well, I don't think we can keep this one. Although I guess if we draw a forest, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Whew, it's very similar. Okay, I kind of do think we need to keep this one. Yeah, I'm not from Israel, but I did live there. I'm glad we drew a mountain. I did live there 2013 to 2014, studying for my PhD. Ve'lamadati Ivrit. We've drawn super well, given how ugly this hand was at the beginning. Like, this beginning of this hand was not a good place to be. And here we are. Okay, so I think we play Gadrak here. I have a PhD in history, medieval Jewish history, most specifically. So I think we're fine with, like, if they double block here, trading the Pteranodon to get a treasure is something I'm okay with. I'm also okay with them taking 3. I'll take either one of those. Alright, so I think we probably want to kill the Magmut a little bit more. I'll actually get 2 treasures here, so there they are. They may kill Gadrak here. Yep, my non-magic job is teaching at a few different universities. Alright, so yeah, I don't really think we want shock. I think I'm gonna play Dilophosaur here. I wish I could play Dilophosaur and Uprising, but we're just short of the mana necessary. Let's go to combat, yeah. Nothing happens, as I didn't really think it would. So let's play the Dilophosaur here. And end our turn. Shock that, we would get another treasure. It's probably not worth the effort, though, honestly. When I can just play Uprising and get Trample and attack with this as a 4/4. I mean, yeah. We'll hold on to our shock for now, I think. Alright, so let's play our Uprising. not tapping our mana that way. I mean, I know we have treasure, but we kind of want to hold on to our treasure if we can. There's definitely reasons not to, but I don't think we're quite there yet. All right. So you become a 4/4 trample. Yeah, so they take it. And could Hunter's Edge, but I don't think we want to yet. MTG is the hard one, yeah. That's the hard one. The harder job. Ooh. That's not good news. Alright, so I'm going to try to kill this thing in response and hope they don't have another spell. There's a decent chance they do, but I think it's worth the risk. Oh, they don't. Thank God. That could have ended badly. We are going to get one more treasure. And we have 2 removal spells, so getting an additional treasure won't be that hard. Tortoise, I don't think they changed the auto tapper as far as I can tell. I feel like it's always made questionable decisions. So, wait a second. Oh, it's only Mayan step. That's right. Well, that's sad. That's sad for me. What should I do here? If I kill one thing, I'll get a treasure. So, I think we just keep holding on to the removal. I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. Yeah. You think they're about to do 6 to each of my creatures? No. But that's annoying. Yeah, so Brash Taunter can be a real problem. Especially if we can't get flying going here. I think our goal is going to be to do just that. Because, yeah, Taunter is a problem. I do have more life than my opponent, and I still have Trample. So it might still be worth attacking. Yeah. Actually, let's play our Harbinger first. It does draw us a card after all. Okay. Yeah, so we'll attack with the Dilophosaur here. I'll block with Brash Taunter. I guess with Trample, yeah, I don't have to worry about it quite as much. Do I want to Hunter's Edge one of these creatures? I don't think so. There's no way for me to get 2 treasure this turn, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, Taunter will win the late game. He can do 5 to me a turn right now. Uh-oh, that's not good. That card's really mean to our deck. I was kind of hoping they'd bounce my Dilophosaur, but what are you going to do, you know? Alright, so yeah, Gadrak does kind of hurt me right now. It's true. It's true. Well, let's draw a card first, just like we did before. Another Hunter's Edge. They don't have the mana to fight this turn. I like that. Man. Roaming Ghostlight's so sweet. I'm always jealous. They again don't have the mana to fight, though, which is good. Alright, yeah, we got there. Having Trample on our whole board was great. Yeah, Brash Taunter against any evasive ability does become significantly worse. I drafted him... The one deck I've drafted so far that didn't do well, I went 1 and 3 with, had a pack 1, pick 1 Brash Taunter, and I kept running into flyers, and it was like, really? Yeah, this is a mulligan, I think. Yeah, that's much better. Probably get rid of the Brute. Okay, so we can go Pteranodon, Pride Malkin, which is a pretty powerful couple of turns, although it's probably just going to be better to play our Harbinger. Just because the Harbinger can give us so much card advantage, especially when we have Dragonfire to back it up. It's a little bit annoying. Yeah, mostly because I can't do anything about it. Is it better to just play Pride Malkin now? It probably is. Bosri and Foil Baneslayer. That's a pretty good pre-release. I would guess you did pretty well. Something's happening here. And that's what it is. Alright, so do we want Burl Fist Oak? Harbinger... Go with the Harbinger here. Mostly because... Yeah. Why don't you have Hexproof from white, my man? Come on. Okay. So... Play Burl Fist here. Think they have more removal for me? Here they do not. Alright, so let's play the Uprising here. Oh! I tapped my mana that way, but I didn't really think about Volcanic Salvo and how crazy good it would be. Let's attack them for 8 here. Alright, so... Think they go attack me again? Okay, so... I want them to tap out for something I can kill with the salvo, and then I'll kill the Masticore and whatever they played. Seems pretty ideal right now. It's a little less ideal because they're bouncing a guy, but we can still blow both of these up. Yeah, so let's salvo here. Alright, and then we'll play the Oak again. Less than ideal. Luckily, our Avenger can finish things off for us pretty quickly. Wait. Oh, because its power was reduced. Damn. And I can only attack for one here. That Waker of Waves is pretty good, huh? Against us. Shuts down, like, everything we were doing. So, you can do 3. So let's attack here. We should 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be able to do this at the end of their turn and then on my turn, and that should kill them before they kill us. What do you mean you weren't expecting duckies, Tortoise? I'm gonna block this just to be safe. Here. Oh wait, it can't do it yet because oh man. That is not cool. We're in trouble now because we have too little power. So, and mana. 7, 10, 11. Well, crap. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill the steed. Waker of Waves, man, that's a bomb against the power 4 deck. Alright, so I think we just attack here. As crazy as that might seem. And hope they can't kill us on the backswing. Our opponent is a jerk with their oopses. Yeah, it pretty much does it. We were doing so well, and then that Waker of Waves came down, and we basically had to attack there is the thing. Because if I didn't attack there... Yeah, if I didn't attack there, I would have never gotten to the point where I could kill them before they could kill us. Okay. We still have one more turn. Yeah, that'll do it. Lowering our creature's power the way they did was brutal, because we could have added so much mana with that Flamekin. So much mana. And then they were like, just kidding, all your power 4 creatures don't have 4 power anymore. That hurt. Hello, Bitterblade. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, we don't have a power 4 creature yet, but that's probably okay. It's nice that Pride Malkin can put the token on counter on itself in a fail case too, unlike some cards like this. I think our opponent thought I could actually kill him, and that's why he was oopsing so much. He didn't realize I couldn't add mana anymore because the Flamekin counts 4 power creatures, including itself. I was just thinking about that. Okay. Because I was thinking I could kill them too, but then I realized I couldn't. And that was sad. We don't have... What do we have? 1 flyer in this deck? I think that's correct. Let me go ahead and kill this thing. Thank you for the follow, Cricket Ticket. Uh-oh. We would have liked one of those in this deck. I'm kind of scared of what they're going to get. Oh, it's just a Dreadmaw. That's not quite as scary as it could have been. Thank you for the sub, MTZ. Blah. Well, I think we're gonna Hunter's Edge here. We mostly want to get to 4 power is the thing. I guess overall the Sniper is a better creature. We wanted to get this to 4 power because of Furious Rise, basically. Because if we're... Uh-oh. I think they're going to kill it. If they kill it, we're in trouble. Because all we have going on... Yeah. All we have going on is lands, so... And here comes the Dreadmaw. Nope, they don't have the mana for the Dreadmaw yet, apparently. Okay. Well, it's not terrible. I can kill the Empath at least. Do I want to double block this thing? Or block and shock? I think I'm going to block and shock. Let's hope they don't draw an additional card. I think they would have done it if they could have. Oh man, that's not good. That is not good. We're in trouble here. Man, we were off to such a hot start. 3-0. And then Waker of Waves destroyed our lives. And ever since then, things haven't been going so well for us. Do I trade here? I mean, they can make this a 4-3, so I think I do. I mean, we have a bunch of mana, so I'm not super worried right now, but... Yeah, yep. Yep. And here comes the Dreadmaw. Okay, we're at least going to hit a card off of Furious Rise. Yeah! So we might survive one more turn. We do not. Man, we may finish this one up only 3-3. It's rough. Okay, well, we have an early Gadrak and removal. That's kind of nice. Man, in that last game, there were so few cards that could have saved our opponent. Like, literally, it took that exact card, the Whale, you know, shutting down all of our 4-power creatures to really punish us. Because it just turned off our Leafkin Avenger. Like, it couldn't add mana. And we were short. We would have had more than enough mana to use the ability otherwise, but probably going to shock this thing since it is certainly a nuisance. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shock it. Okay. Probably going to Scorching Dragonfire this, then Gadrak, then Leafkin Avenger. Seems pretty good. Maybe I should have already done it. Yeah, I was going to say, so they don't get a discount on a spell, but... yeah. Probably should have already done it. Silent Dart's annoying. It can kill my Avenger. Well, they're gonna hit me this turn probably, but no, or they won't. Yeah, I think we go for it here with Hunter's Edge. Who do I want to die more? My Leafkin Avenger or my Harbinger is basically what this comes down to. They have to use a turn to do it. 4, 5, 6. We're 1 mana short of being able to play them both. Yeah, we'll play our Avenger. I'm guessing it gets darted here, which does take up a whole turn for them, at least. I wish they made this so you got treasure even when it happened on your turn, but what are you going to do, you know? Okay. So, I think we go Harbinger, Onake Ogre. Look out. Right. I'm gonna attack with both of these. So, you know, if they block, we get more treasure. So we're gonna get to 3 treasure here. Nice. So attack me for 4 here. We haven't gotten to attack with Gadrak at all so far. It may finally happen this turn, maybe. This game, I mean, not this turn. Ooh. Yeah, all right. I think we just salvo here and then attack for 7. It's not the most attractive use of salvo, but it does the job, you know? And we'll have enough treasure for Gadrak now, too. Oh, yeah. Smog is now satisfied with his treasure. More treasure. I have all the treasure. Okay. So 3, 6, 7. I have 14 mana, but I need to hold on to 3 of these, so I really only have 11 mana. 4, 7, 9. And that's enough to play all of these, so... yeah. It's gonna take a lot for them not to die here. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That should mean they're dead this turn. Yeah. They are basically conceding. Good job, Gadrak. In the other games we've gotten him, he was just a brick wall in the sky, but that time he was crucial. Having a pile of treasure when your opponent bounces your stuff is pretty sweet. Man, we've had a lot of hands like this. It's like all early plays in one color and lands in the other. There we go, that's better. I think we gotta lose the Warden, sadly. We haven't gotten to play him, but tree folk need more representation, you know, in this game. I love tree folk. Probably play Hobble Fiend first, unless they play... never mind. Now we have the Pteranodon into Pride Malkin thing. And that is a pretty good sequence for the early game. Well, it's probably not the sequence we're going to do now, though. Because we need to kill that weird pretty badly. They get out of control if you don't kill them. Man, they're opting it up over there. Double Magmud is pretty scary. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I'll play Pride Malkin. Yeah, I'm glad I killed that weird after seeing 2 opts. I think they double block? No, they're just pinging. Double block there would have been kind of crazy, I think. We'd like some more mana, please. Three, 4, huh? Hey, there's more mana. Do I attack with the Pteranodon here? I think I do. I'm down with a trade or whatever. Also down with doing 4. We'll play Burrow Fist here. He'll hit harder next turn. I mean, I could have played Pteranodon and Hobble Fiend, but they wouldn't be able to attack, so... Let's hope they can't steal this with the blue mind control. That would be nice. That would be great. Okay. Well. Alright, so we are trading for a Magmut. Alright, so we're pretty low on life here, which I don't love, but I think we still go for it. And then play both these guys. So we can turn to slag something out of our way. That's not good. Yeah, they'll get back Soul Seer. I love the blue-red deck when I'm playing it, but man. Pretty rough when we're not the ones playing it. I want them to be aggressive here, but I highly doubt they will be. No, they're not. That's too bad. Okay. Well. 3, 6, 8. This has Trample. This will become a 4/4. Yeah, alright. So, we're going to kill the Augur. We could attack with everything, but they can block the Hobble Fiend, so it doesn't really seem worth it to me. So this is a hard choice. This thing's reach is a real problem when we're at 10 life. Man, I wish I'd played a land first. Yeah, that was... Well, it doesn't really make a difference because I think I would rather kill one of these anyway, so... But this does mean my Pteranodon won't be able to attack next turn. Alright, I think I'm actually going to kill the Dowser with its prowess. Yeah, we're going to need to draw something really sweet here to have a chance. Alright, we're just going to end our turn, unfortunately, and they're going to keep pinging us. Oh, I should have attacked the Hobble Fiend. That was stupid of me. We know they have Soul Seer, so I don't know how much of a difference it really would have made. Oh, yeah. They would have actually blown us out, so I did that on purpose. I think in the end, this deck, while fine, didn't quite get there on 4 power. I mean, we would have gotten to 5 wins if it weren't for that Waker of the Waves destroying our lives. So play Soulseer. Pretty much dead. Not 100% dead, but pretty much. Alright, so we're gonna block one of these. There's a good chance they have prowess, but something to trigger prowess, but I think we kind of have to do it. If they do have something to trigger prowess, we're dead anyway, because we'll take 6, then they'll ping us at the end of our turn and then kill us on their turn, so. Yeah. Now we're not 100% dead, at least. Unless they have... Do they have shock here? And... yeah, we're dead. 4 and 3 is not bad. I'm still pretty salty about that Waker of the Waves situation, but... that happens, where your opponent has the exact card that wins them the game. Yeah, so 33 and 20.